The smell is what I remember most. Ozone from the CRT monitors, stale popcorn, the faint metallic tang of sweaty palms on plastic joysticks. It was the scent of the arcade, less like a business, more like a cathedral for a generation. For me, it was Galaxy Zone at the local mall. Walking through its dark entrance, crossing a threshold into another dimension. The world outside melted away. Bleeps, bloops, triumphant synthesized anthems of digital heroes, sensory overload. A dark, noisy cavern lit by flickering CRT screens. Long before the first pixel ever flickered on a screen, the concept of the arcade already existed. It began in the late 19th century with the penny arcades. These were halls filled with fascinating mechanical contraptions. For the price of a single penny, you could peer into a kinetoscope to watch a short silent film, or test your strength on a high striker machine. You could listen to a tune on an automated phonograph or challenge a mechanical fortune teller to reveal your destiny. These early arcades were places of novelty and spectacle, offering a cheap form of entertainment. They were the direct ancestors of the video game arcades we remember. The next major evolution came with the rise of pinball. The first pinball machines of the 1930s were simple bagatelles. The spark arrived in 1971. A young engineer named Nolan Bushnell, working with Ted Dabney, adapted a university computer game called Space War into a coin-operated cabinet. They called their creation Computer Space. For their next project, he tasked a new engineer, Al Alcorn, with a simple training exercise: create a basic tennis game, 1 ball, 2 paddles, and a digital score display. The result was Pong. Its genius was its simplicity. In September 1972, the first prototype Pong cabinet was installed in Andy Capp's tavern. If Pong lit the fuse, then the period from the late 70s to the mid-80s was the spectacular explosion. This was the golden age of arcade games. The technology was advancing rapidly, moving beyond simple black and white graphics. Taito's Space Invaders was a cultural phenomenon. Its simple premise, a lone ship defending against descending rows of aliens, created palpable tension. Its popularity was so immense it reportedly affected coin circulation in Japan. Toru Iwatani was inspired by a pizza with a slice removed. Pac-Man was born. Pac-Man replaced shooting with whimsical chase gameplay and became a mascot. Pac-Man appeared on lunchboxes, shirts, cartoons, and even the charts. In 1981, Shigeru Miyamoto created Donkey Kong, introducing a hero and narrative. Games like Defender and Centipede expanded genres and control methods. These weren't just pastimes, they were cultural events. The Golden Age arcade was far more than just a collection of machines. It evolved into a crucial social institution, a third place for young people. Separate from home, separate from school, a clubhouse. Playing was often a public performance with a built-in audience. Friendships were forged over shared victories and common enemies on screen. The collective gasp as you neared a high score. Putting a quarter on the marquee meant, "I've got next game." They shared secrets and strategies, spreading tips for hidden patterns. Arcades shaped fashion, language, and a vibrant subculture. Arcades entered film and TV. Tron, War Games, and Starcade brought games into popular culture. Starcade even turned arcade skill into televised competition. As quickly as the Golden Age had dawned, its twilight began to approach in the mid-80s. The arcade market had become oversaturated. Too many mediocre clones flooded the floor. The North American video game crash of 1983 shook the industry. Home video game consoles had existed since the 70s, but initially lagged behind arcade quality. Arcade cabinets were bigger, faster, and better looking. But that gap closed. The arrival of 16-bit consoles like Genesis and SNES dramatically closed the technology gap. Home versions became nearly identical to arcade originals. Why spend quarters when you could buy the cartridge and play all night? By the mid-90s, the decline was undeniable. Arcades adapted with larger experience machines, redemption games, and simulators. The world of classic arcades is filled with fascinating stories and trivia. One legend is the myth of Polybius, a mysterious cabinet said to cause strange effects. There is no hard evidence. It remains an urban legend that captures the arcade mystique. High scores created local legends. 3-letter initials immortalized on leaderboards. Players pushed limits. One teenager reportedly played defender for 32 hours on a single quarter. Dedicated players tested both human endurance and machine programming. The kill screen, where code breaks, was the ultimate badge of honor, like Pac-Man's level 256. Designers hid secrets and made happy accidents, like Space Invaders speeding up as aliens dropped. That bug was a hardware limitation that became a defining tension mechanic. Cabinet-side art and overlays were part of the lure, from wood-grain Pong panels to vibrant Mortal Kombat art. Early color overlays turned black and white displays into vivid worlds. For many years, it seemed the classic arcade was gone for good, but nostalgia kept the memory alive in collections and conversations. In the 21st century, arcades began to make a comeback. The revival arrived as barcades, venues for 30-somethings with disposable income. Barcade = bar plus arcade, craft beer plus classic cabinets, playing with friends and a drink focused on shared fun over high-score obsession. These venues curate and restore cabinets to museum quality. Technicians restore the tactile joy of joysticks and buttons for a new generation. Barcades bring together generations for intergenerational fun. Alongside barcades, family centers, VR arcades, and big entertainment venues flourished. The spirit of the arcade, a physical place for people to gather and play, is alive in 2025. The classic arcade may no longer be king, but its reign shaped the industry. Its legacy is embedded in modern game design, business models, and culture. From AAA blocks to mobile apps, arcade design principles persist. The continue screen and difficulty loops began in the arcade, designed to encourage coin drops. Short, intense loops with quick restarts are a direct inheritance. That design philosophy lives on in genres known for difficulty. Fighting games and competitive arcade culture birthed modern esports. Tournaments filling stadiums echo the crowds that once gathered around a cabinet. Leaderboards and achievements are digital descendants of high-score lists. Arcade characters like Pac-Man and Mario became global icons and IP powerhouses. They helped elevate games to cultural expression deserving of museums and scholarship.